What is going on? Life is really weird with how we treat words, the truth, and so much more. We're not happy about something, so instead of owning it or making something better, we just change what we want to make it fit our feelings or beliefs. We don't know what is right or wrong, up or down, truth or false, or anything. For example, just to explain what I'm kind of talking about, let's use a society that reveres colors in all its glory. So in this society, everyone likes orange. And it's the multiple shades of orange and what it means and how it stands for something. Everyone likes orange. Then you have some who likes blue. And they're not bad, they're not evil, they just like blue. But they're in a society that likes orange. So they say that blue they like is a shade of orange. Well, of course, no one agrees because it's blue. But nope, now blue is orange. But orange is also orange. And someone else sees this and says, "Oh great, I didn't know we can do this." So from now on, orange would be green because to them, they like how green feels or looks. So they say orange is green. Of course, you have others who say blue is blue and green is green. So, in case all that was confusing, to recap, in this society, orange is orange, and then to others, blue is orange, and some will say orange is green, and then there's blue is also blue, and green is green. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I wrote that and I'm really confused about what was just said. And that's the point. It becomes confusing when we make up our truths to fit our feelings and emotions. Some people would take science and then they just disagree with whatever they say come out of it. And others would look at social standards and say, "Well, I don't agree with that either." Okay, fine. And then some don't like what language has done to their feelings or what's being broadcast on social media, so they want to also disagree, of course, with that. Some cases I don't blame them, but in other cases, okay, fine, whatever. And when you have multiple versions of truths, you get confusion. This is why when John wrote to the church in 2 John, he praised them for standing on the truth. He briefly details what that is, but he wanted them to know they were doing a great job. And I'm pretty sure to some, what they believed and stood for was bad or went against their traditions or feelings. And in some cases, this would have been true because the religion at the time, those people believed in Zeus and Athena and Poseidon and many others. However, some probably didn't like the group because they were different. And despite that, what people believe might have been different, but they never lied or misinformed people using other words or tried to trick people into believing what they believe. Instead, they had a foundation on what was true and decided to promote that. You have chaos when society wavers on everyone else's emotions and feelings. Of course, to me, it makes sense if I can squeeze everything into what I believe. But what happens when others want to do, that? I might not like it and go against what they believe in. But then that makes me a hypocrite. I can't say I stand for my emotions being verified and then vilify others for their emotions. If I want people to stand on my truth, then guess what I have to do with theirs? Well, that could get confusing when you have hundreds of millions of people live in America, or let's expand that to 8 billion people in the world. This is why having some standards for what we have in society is essential. This allows the words we use to have meaning and also weight. Consistency is important because from there, you can change or grow society. The Christians in the early church weren't changing the words or what certain standards meant. Instead, they used what was there and pointed everyone to a different way of life. Now, to be honest, that's hard. Because many Christians for the first 100 years or so, like that first century group of Christians, they suffered big time. They went through like acts of cruelty, which of the extreme case. There's probably to talk about that in some other video with a different book, but it was really bad. And however, though, in time, as we can now see 2,000 years later, it worked. There are now well over billions of Christians now across the world. And so they went from a new sect of Judaism to now controlling a big percentage of the world. And it's something to think about when it comes to why truth is important. And for more on the truth, obviously I'm talking about the book, visit lavari.com/truth. The link will be in the description. And also, speaking of the book, it is available in Kindle, paperback, and hardcover editions on Amazon, as well as other online bookstores. So please, like and subscribe and share, and thank you for your fantastic support, and continue to stand on truth.